The March 23rd, 2015 meeting of the Environment and Public Works Committee will now come to order. Will the clerk please call the roll?
Mr. Baroff. Here. Mr. Delahanty. Here. Chairman Marionetti.
Here.
Mr. Morelli. Here. Mr. Rocco. Here. Mrs. Stick. Here. Mr. Yolovich. Here.
Is there anyone signed up for the public forum?
There is not.
Is there anyone present who has not signed up to speak who would like to address the committee at this time? Seeing none. Next item on the agenda is approval of minutes. You have the February 23rd, 2015 minutes of the Environment and Public Works Committee before you. They will stand approved unless the clerk is notified of any changes by the end of the day. Next item on the agenda is new business.
Referral 15-94, acceptance.
Moved by Legislator Delahanty, seconded by Legislator Yolovich. Any discussion? Yes, Legislator Morelli.
Through you, Mr. Chairman, any of the municipalities that submitted an application for funding were accepted. The applications were accepted, and in the amounts that they had requested.
Thank you. Through you, Mr. Chairman, the local match portion, how is it that those numbers are determined? Is that based on a percentage?
20%.
For instance, it seems like the town of Henrietta is paying a significantly higher portion of what they are awarded versus, for instance, the village of East Rochester, or even what the county or the town of Arundequite are contributing.
Through you, Mr. Chairman, there is a minimum that is required, but the local match that's shown there may exceed the minimum amount required, may be more reflective of the actual project cost.
Okay. Finally, is the total match for the grant, is that the $258,332?
Through Mr. Chairman, yes.
And in terms of the amounts that the towns will be required, their local match portion, do they come to you telling you what they're going to be putting in, or is it that the county will go out to them and say, this is what your portion of the will be paid out? Through you, Mr. Chairman.
Through Mr. Chairman, that was information provided to us.
Okay, perfect. Thank you very much.
Any further discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Item carries. Next item.
Referral 15-95, authorized.
Moved by Legislator Yolovich, seconded by Legislator Rocco. Any discussion? All right, seeing none, all those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Item carries. Next item.
Referral 15-96.
Moved by Legislator Rocco, seconded by Legislator Stick. Any question? Yes, Legislator Morelli.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. In terms of what the consulting company is going to be doing, is this going to be ideas for the improvements, or will these be like actual improvements that will be taking place at Frontier Field? Through you, Mr. Chairman.
Through the chair, initially the consultant's doing a physical conditions assessment of the facility. We're already aware of some issues that we'd like them to take a look at concerning the mechanical, electrical, plumbing systems and whatnot. So they'll take a closer look at those things, and based on their evaluation, provide recommendations for improvements. And then certainly we'll look to their expertise and critical eye to identify potential other issues that maybe we're presently not aware of, or good housekeeping practices that they may recommend we implement going forward to keep the stadium in good repair.
Thank you. And will any of the renovations being done be either LEED certified or in some way a green building?
At this point, it's too soon to tell. We certainly, in accordance with the county's green building policy, will take a close look at that and take advantage of those opportunities if and when we're able.
Thank you. And is it possible that after the report is done, that that legislators will be able to receive a copy of that?
It's my understanding that, yes, they will.
Thank you.
Through the chair, excuse me.
Any further discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor, please signify by saying aye. Any opposed? Item carries. Next item,
Referral 15-97.
moved by legislator Stick, seconded by legislator Delahanty. Any discussion? Yes, legislator Broth.
Thank you. Through the chair of the administration, just one quick question regarding the creation of recommendations for improvements. Will the legislature get a copy of those recommendations?
Through the chair, yes, it's my understanding that you'll be able to take a look at them.
Thank you. And through the chair of the administration, do you have an idea when that would approximately be available?
Through the chair, we hope to start this similar facility condition assessment in and around May or June of this year, and they should be available fourth quarter, basically September-ish, October-ish is our anticipated completion.
Thank you.
Any further discussion? All those in favor, please signify by saying aye. Any opposed? Item carries. Next item,
Referral 15-98.
moved by legislator Delahanty, seconded by legislator Yolovich. Any discussion? Yes, legislator Broth.
Thank you. Through the chair of the administration, this is a very significant increase in scope from $1 million to $11 million. And I guess my first initial question is, what has changed since 2011 that has led to this increase in scope?
Through Mr. Chairman, the initial allocation was for design purposes. The balance of this funding is for construction. It will allow us to go out and bid the project.
Thank you. But to the administration through the chair. But then it's mentioned that the scope was increased. What scope was this then? If it was just simply going from development to construction.
Through you, Mr. Chairman, yeah, the initial allocation was for design, and so the balance of funding is required for construction. The project itself has not changed.
Okay, thanks. And then through the chair of the administration, is the facility expected to bring revenue into for the county?
Through Mr. Chairman, yes.
And through the chair of the administration, approximately how much revenue are we talking about here per year?
Through Mr. Chairman, it is dependent upon a number of factors. Those being what we can sell the energy for in the market, what the actual cost of construction is, cost for operations and maintenance. I guess I would give you a qualified answer if I may. And based on current market conditions and where we sit today based on the numbers that we know, we could net up to, I'd say about $500,000. But again, that's a variable number.
Understood.
And one that could fluctuate. I expect when we are before your honorable body in the future toward construction contracts as well as the O&M agreement, we'll have a more refined estimate. But to answer today, I would say that would be the upper limit of what we might expect, and it could certainly be lower depending on the market.
Fair enough. Thank you. And through the chair of the administration, when is construction scheduled to begin, and when do we anticipate its completion?
We expect construction to begin fourth quarter of this year and through the balance of 2016.
Thank you.
Any further discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor, please signify by saying aye. Any opposed? The item carries. Are there any other matters to come before the committee? There being no other matters, the March 23rd, 2015 meeting of the Environment and Public Works Committee stands adjourned. The next meeting will be April 27th, 2015 at 6 p.m.